everybody, GamerBlave here. Today I'm going to be playing some Dark Souls. I've played this game before, but I haven't got very far in it, and I figured I would go ahead and start over so I could hopefully learn from some of my past experiences and then experience the bulk of the game. At least I think that I haven't gotten very far in the game before for the first time. Now, previously I've made a melee character, and I tried a sorcerer, and that did not go very well. But I think I'm going to shake things up a little bit today and try to make a try to make a hunter maybe. But first, let's go ahead and make our character name here, class. Though I was thinking maybe thief. I mean, that is pretty opposite, I think, of what I've made before. Cleric would be interesting, trying to see what the miracles are like, but I think I'm going to try the hunter. Now, in my previous attempts, I used the master key, and honestly, I think that got me into just about as much trouble as it helped me. But I'm not sure what else here would be beneficial. HP recovers slowly while equipped. That would be nice. I think I'm going to go ahead and get that master key because while I had it in my previous builds, I think that I would be frustrated if I came upon a door that I could unlock with a master key and not otherwise unlock. So I'm going to go ahead and get that. And let's see, I made a big melee guy, so let's just make this guy kind of small. Let's see here. It's an interesting looking guy. Go with commoner. Swept back. That swept back looks fine. Go with light brown. Seems hunter-esque. Alright. This is going to be the guy.
In the age of ancients, the world was unformed, shrouded by fog. A land of grey crags, arch trees.
Now, I can't actually remember a lot about the storyline of this game. Either I didn't pay much attention to it the first time,
but then there was fire. And with fire,
or I just got
disparity.
The memory of it faded with all the deaths coming to the foreground.
And cold, life and death, and of course, light and dark. Then from the dark they came and found the souls of lords within the flame. Nito, the first of the dead. The Witch of Asylum and her daughters of chaos. Gwyn, the Lord of Sunlight, and his faithful knights. And the furtive pygmy, so easily forgotten.
Well, I did forget it.
With the strength of lords, they challenged the dragons. Gwyn's mighty gods hewed apart their stone skills. The witches weaved great firestorms. Nito unleashed a miasma of death and disease. And Seath the Scales betrayed his own, and the dragons were no more. Thus began the Age of Fire. But soon the flames will fade, and only dark will remain. Even now, there are only embers. And man sees not light, but only endless nights. And amongst the living are seen carriers of the accursed dark side.
Alright, here we go.
Yes, indeed. The dark sign brands the undead. And in this land, the undead are corralled and led to the north.
I remember the last time I went through this game, I thought that it was going to be a little cutscene heavy after this beginning part, but after that it seemed like it never gave you a break.
This is your fate.
Look at that handsome guy. Okay. My Dark Souls minimized. All right. So I remember a little bit about how to some of the basic controls. If I remember correctly, it was pretty intuitive. Display of my combat prowess there. Yes. Okay. If you came here looking for someone who was good at this game, then you came to the wrong place. Honestly, I do remember this part. I remember dying. Unfortunately, the memory of repeated deaths in my mind also reminded me that there was a way out right there. Large leather shield. Let's see. Yeah, it seems that some of the shields don't block all of the damage, but certainly better than nothing. Of course, you'd need to have it up. Let's see. Okay. That's how that works. And let's go ahead and equip that. Something tells me that's better than the straight sword hilt. 78 as opposed to 20. I think so. Yep. I have bad memories of walking through that light and immediately being killed, so if I show some trepidation when encountering those in the future, don't hold it against me. Let's see. Ah, this is that first area. Don't think I need to be back here yet. Whoa! Okay. Was a little serious.
Oh, you. No, Hollow. Thank goodness. I'm done for, I'm afraid. I'll die soon, then lose my sanity. I wish to ask something of you. You and I are both undead. Hear me out, will you? Regrettably, I have failed in my mission, but perhaps you can keep the torch lit. There is an old saying in my family. Thou who art undead art chosen, and thine exodus from the undead asylum maketh pilgrimage to the land of ancient lords. When thou ringeth the bell of awakening, the fate of the undead thou shalt know. Well, now you know, and I can die with hope in my heart. Oh,
I remember having to ring those bells.
Here,
I only ever
this.
rang the first one.
An Estus flask, an undead favorite. Oh, and this. Now I must bid farewell.
Alright. Got our healing now. At some point I might try to parry again, but I've had a lot of bad experiences with it. Oh yeah, you can wield it two-handed. And then what was the kick? Jump attack. Oh, well, now we're ready for everything. I do remember that. Ah. Oh goodness. Oh, I had my menu open. Was unable to attack. Now let's see if we can equip that. I'm not sure. Okay. Not sure if the best hand to equip it in is the main hand or the offhand, because I believe you have to use a bow two-handed. You gotta equip the arrows. I'm gonna go with it in my main hand for now, just try it out. We'll see what works better, or if there is any difference at all. Okay. Those guys seem pretty useless once you get up to them. Whoa. Hiding in the darkness there. Yep. Oh, shoot. He lived through that. With bow pulled, precision mode. Oh, okay. Okay, so let's go through that. Gotta pull out the bow, put it in two-handed mode. Okay, so what is, if I put it in this hand? Well, frankly, I'm not sure. I guess that works. 'Cause I just have to press the directional keys. So go ahead and give that a try. Oh, yep. Here we go. Probably about to see my first death. Okay. Let's see if we can avoid this guy. Oh, can't. I forgot about stamina. And as critical as it is, I forgot about that. Can only swing so many times before... Okay, this is not working out for me. Okay, he gave me a breather there. Let's get around behind him. I like the look of his backside. Don't take that the wrong way. But I just prefer attacking from the side that does not have the gigantic club on it. And he vanquished me. So, yeah, we're gonna have to get used to that. That is certainly not the first time that's gonna happen. I mean, that's not the last time. Although in my storied career of this game, that wouldn't be the first time. Typically speaking, when enemies start running away from me, I think trap, but as it is, we've already seen what that guy can do. Okay. Let's see if we can avoid dying this time. Well, that is just not useful to me at all right now. I am somewhat embarrassed that I have died in what I believe is supposed to be the tutorial in this game. Hopefully I can redeem myself here. But maybe not. You know what, I think the maneuverability that I am afforded by not being locked onto him is going to benefit me here. Oh, come on! And nope. Come on! Oh, yes. Victory can be satisfying in this game. And since I so rarely achieve it, it's particularly satisfying. Alright. Let's go ahead. Now, if I remember correctly, there were a couple of things that you could actually get out here before you go on. Be wary of liar. I don't see anyone around who could be considered a liar. Or perhaps that was in reference to the go straight ahead. Because if one were to go straight ahead, then one would not have picked up the soul, which, if I remember correctly, those just give you souls. Soul of a lost undead who is long gone hollow. Souls are the source of all life, and whether undead or even hollow, one continues to seek them. Well, I'm certainly going to seek them.
You, give me warm, give me soft.
I don't think I have anything that's warm or soft. Maybe there's some way to come back here later in the game. Well, I suppose we have to assume that there's some way to come back here later in the game if someone has written this here. Because I don't think that I possess the necessary material to write that yet. But I could be wrong. What do I know?
Only in the ancient legends it is stated that one day an undead shall be chosen.
Wow.
To leave the undead asylum in pilgrimage to the land of the ancient lords. Lordran
Okay, so this game's getting pretty serious pretty quick. Now that I got through the tutorial and only managed to die once. Alright. Let's see. For a hunter, I'm assuming that dexterity is going to be the ticket. However, I'm assuming additionally that I can't ignore things like strength and endurance. But for right now, I'm going to go ahead and put some into dexterity. And then what's my difference in putting it into vitality? I get, let's see, go up to 616 health. My defense goes up a little bit. It increases my stamina. I'm gonna go ahead and get the vitality there. Oops. Okay. Let's go ahead and talk to these guys, see if we can find anything out.
Well, what do we have here? You must be a new arrival. Let me guess. Fate of the undead, right? Well, you're not the first. But there's no salvation here. You'd have done better to rot in the undead asylum. But too late now. Well, since you're
Looks
here,
like we got some
let me help you.
things to collect
There
here.
are actually 2 bells of awakening. One's up above in the undead church.
I
The
remember
other
that one.
is far, far below, in the ruins at the base of Blight Town. Ring them both, and something happens. Brilliant, right? Not much to go on, but I have a feeling that won't stop you. So
That is
off
not
you
much to
go.
go on at all.
It is why you came, isn't it? To this accursed land, the undead.
Thank you so much for that help.
Ah, your face. You're practically hollow. But who knows? Going hollow could solve quite a bit.
So I'm not exactly sure what the distinction is between being in undead form here and then just being hollow. I guess it's having one's wits about them.
What? Restoring your humanity? Well, there are a few ways to go about it. Collect it bit by bit from corpses. Or you can butter up a cleric and get yourself summoned. And the quickest way, although I
Get myself summoned.
is to kill a healthy
Is that-
undead and pillage its humanity. Coveting thy neighbor is only human, after all.
Is getting summoned when you go help another player? Not entirely certain how to do that. Although I did summon a player before in the last time that I played. Let's see if he has anything
What
else
are
to
you
say.
looking at? Don't try anything clever. You might regret it.
Okay, I think he's done with me for right now. Alright. Well, now that we just got here, I think that that's probably a good place to stop for this video. We'll pick up here next time.